Your mind is your most powerful asset. Protect it, train it, and never let outside noise steal your peace. Good evening, everyone. Today, I want to talk about a battle we often fight behind closed doors, a silent war in our thoughts, a constant storm in our heads. The war against self-doubt, comparison, anxiety, and the pressure to keep up. In this age of social media, filtered lives, and endless scrolls, the strongest among us will be those who learn how to resist the storm, build mental resilience, and reclaim their peace. Because society might teach you to hustle harder, to compare more, to scroll more. But I'm here to tell you, your value is not decided by likes or follows. Your worth doesn't rise and fall with someone else's highlight reel. What matters most is your inner strength, your ability to stay grounded, to heal, to grow, to say no, and to choose sanity over sensationalism. Tonight, I want to share with you 3 truths, 3 pillars you must build if you want to be unshakable in this digital storm. I'll tell stories. I'll give you practical steps. But most of all, I'll remind you you're stronger than your screen, and your mind is worth fighting for. I remember meeting a high school senior, Sarah, who was brilliant, creative, and kind. Yet she felt constant pressure. She'd scrolled through Instagram and see classmates posting perfect photos, flawless vacations, smiling faces. She measured her life against theirs. She lost sleep over how her feed looked, over how many likes one post got, over how many stories she could post without seeming boring. One evening, she messaged me, "I feel like I'm always behind. I'm doing my best, but it never looks enough." This is the poison of comparison. It distorts your reality. It tells you your beginning is someone else's middle. It convinces you that you're failing, when actually, you're just on your own journey. When you compare, you give power to someone else's lens and story. That's giving away your own power. But here is your counterweapon. Gratitude plus focus. Gratitude reminds you of what you do have and how far you've already come. Write 3 things each morning you are grateful for, not the grand ones, but the small. A message from a friend, a cup of coffee, a quiet sunrise. Focus on your path. You don't need to outrun someone else. Run your own race. Set your milestones. Celebrate your small wins. Comparison will fade when you discipline your mind to appreciate your own progress. We live in a world that glorifies productivity, hustle culture, achievement. We consume stories of millionaires by 30, side hustles, never sleep, grind, non-stop. That pressures every waking minute of your life. But here's another story. A young software engineer, Marcus, worked 16-hour days, chasing benchmarks, always being on. One night, he woke up in a cold sweat. His heart raced. He felt like his brain was tangled. He realized he'd forgotten how to rest. He questioned whether his life had become a machine. No laughter, no pause, no real presence. He took a leave. He went to therapy. He learned boundaries. He started drawing, reading, taking walks without his phone. Over time, it rescued him. Anxiety, burnout, insomnia, despair, they're not permanent, nor shameful. They are messages. Your mind is telling you, slow down. You need healing, you need rest, you need community. So don't silence those signals. Listen to them, treat them, talk to someone, rebuild your schedule, take digital detoxes. Finally, be gentle with yourself. Permit rest, healing, and pause. Building resilience isn't a one-night miracle. Like muscle, it grows with repetition, resistance, and recovery. Your mind, too, grows stronger when you feed it well, discipline it, and protect it. Let me share another story. A teacher named Priya worked in a small town with limited resources. Every morning before class, she would spend 10 minutes in stillness, breathing, journaling, reading an encouraging line from poetry. Those 10 minutes were her anchor. Over years, those threads wove into a fabric of mental strength. When crises came, student tragedies, funding cuts, criticism, she stood firm. Her students always said, "You never break, Mrs. Priya." She didn't have perfect life. She had consistent practices. So here's what you can adopt. Morning ritual of grounding to 5 to 10 minutes to breathe. Journal, visualize your day with calm intention. Digital boundary, limit social media. Create phone-free hours, turn off notifications, set usage caps. Movement plus nature, even 15 minutes of walking, stretching, or stepping outside resets your brain chemistry. Mindful awareness, pause when you feel triggered, overwhelmed, negative, breathe. Name what's happening. Choose your response. Support network, talk to friends, mentors, therapists. You weren't designed to carry alone. Creative outlet, music, art, writing, gardening. Whatever lets your soul express what words can't. These small habits don't always feel glamorous. They don't go viral. But they build the fortress no storm can knock down. Putting it all together, your resilience blueprint. So far we've talked about the enemy comparison, the message anxiety, and the solution habits. Now, let me walk you through how you can tie them together into your resilience blueprint. A model I call SPARK, strength through pause, awareness, reset, kindness, strength through pause. Pause before you scroll, before you react, before you compare. Pause when your heart races. Pause when doubt whispers. Let your contemplative self lead, not the reactive ego. Pause plus presence. The pause opens presence. Presence is where healing begins. You choose your story instead of letting impulses or feeds choose for you. Awareness. Practice noticing triggers. I feel less because of that post. I feel drained after this call. I feel envy hearing their success. Awareness is power. It reveals the lies you believe. Reset. Use your tools. Gratitude, ritual, rest, movement. Reset your mind. Recenter. Reclaim. This is your comeback moment every time. Kindness to self. You deserve patience, rest, forgiveness. Treat your inner child tenderly. Feed your inner voice words you'd speak to someone you love, not your harsh critic. When you live with Spark, you don't just survive the storm, you grow through it. Why this matters beyond the individual. This is not a speech just for you. Because, when many of us become mentally stronger, the collective power shifts. When fewer people carry shame. When more people choose depth over distraction. When communities talk openly about mental health, then stigma shrinks, then kindness spreads, then real connection becomes more valuable than screen connection. Think about the ripple effect. A friend who leans into healing influences their family. A community that models rest inspires workplaces. The society that values mental health over overwork becomes one where people thrive, not just survive. We are not just rebuilding ourselves, we are rebuilding the culture, and future generations will thank us. Before I close, let me ask you, what will you do after this speech? Words are useless without action. Here's your 3-step action plan. Choose one habit you'll commit to for 30 days. For example, digital boundary, morning journaling, daily walk. Share accountability. Tell a friend, post it or message it. Let them remind you when you waver. Track your inner changes, not external results. Did you feel calmer? More clarity? Less envy? Celebrate that. If you feel tempted to skip, to put this off, remember this truth. Your mind is irreplaceable. Future you depends on present you, making choices that preserve peace, dignity, and strength. In closing, I want to leave you with a promise and a truth. Promise, you are not alone. If tonight your heart feels heavy, Know this, there are others, just like you, walking through storms. Some are stronger already, some just beginning. We are in this together. Truth, your mind is not broken, it's wounded. Your spirit is not weak, it's healing. And every day you choose to protect, nurture, and love your mind. That is a victory. Walk forward with courage. Hold your boundaries. Speak your truth. Let effort flow from peace, not fear. Keep going, one step at a time. Because no storm lasts forever, and no river of doubt runs deeper than your will to heal. Thank you for letting me share this with you tonight. If this speech moved you or empowered you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational content only on Motiversity of Success.